Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright guys, so the hair that I'm going to use is the EZ Braid Professional by Spetra. Okay. And it's in the color green, the color blue, and also the color purple. Alright, so this is the package that the hair comes in, like this. Alright, and what I did with the hair, y'all, it's summertime, team no judgments. I took the hair and I blended it all together like this, okay? And initially I was gonna do some dreadlocks, but this hair and my skills with dreadlocks, that ain't work out. Alright, so this is what I did. I just blended the hair together to give me this nice color, and I'm gonna add them. I'm just gonna pull from the pile. So whatever color comes out in the pile, that's how I'm gonna install it. And I'm actually gonna cut this hair in half. Alright, so it should, when I install it, I'm gonna do it at an ombre. So I'm gonna try to get the black at the top and then majority of my color down at the bottom. A little information about this hair. This hair is super, oh my god, this hair is so soft. This hair is so soft. And I will show you guys how I did a test on this hair to show you how much heat that this particular hair can take, because I see a lot of people installing it, but you know, you don't know how much hair the hair is going to take, so you almost doing an experiment while it's in your head. So you want to do an experiment before you put it in your head, so you will not make a mistake. Okay, give you guys another look at what the color combination looks like. I did not use a full purple pack. Okay, so the amount that I have in here to get this color combination, I have 2 full green packs. Okay, so I have 2 green packs like this. I have 1 full blue pack like this, and I have half of a purple. And I didn't want to use a full purple. I just wanted the purple to be like a peekaboo, like a an undertone or a secondary tone, kind of bring out that blue. Alright, just like that. And I will be installing this straight. This is my first Kanekalon straight crochet hairstyle. Alright, I don't know why I smack a lot in my videos, but excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys my braiding pattern. Okay, so yes, honey, as you can tell where my part will be, this is where my part will be. I do not braid up my edges. I usually slick down my edges because my edges are extremely fine. So I just kind of slick those into the braids. Alright, and for the edges I used Eco Styler gel and Hicks edges. For my edges, I had to use both of those because otherwise this stuff alone is just going to be greasy, y'all. To moisturize my ends, I use Shea Moisture, and I did like an entire protein treatment, y'all. I did like a whole works on my hair for protective style. I'll show you the back. The only thing I really care about is this bottom braid here and my side braids going down, okay, on both sides. And that way, if I decide to pull it up into a pony, you know, I can have all of this part back here covered. And going to the front, I gave myself 3 different parts. And I also gave myself an option to refresh all 3 of my parts. So here is part 1, and the braids are just tucked away. I can actually pull those out, but I put those braids all the way through there. My hair's pretty long. And then I also have another part here in the center, and I also have another part here, and I will be using the invisible knot method along all 3 of these parts. And because it is a straight style, I did want to do really small part braids right at the top of my hair so that I can have some fullness, especially when I get ready to do the different parts, if you know what I mean. Okay, so over here, this is not a part, you know, but I will be doing these really close together just in case I would like to do a deep side part, if that makes sense. Okay, and I decided to do my part over here because this is the finest part of my hair, and I never braid this part of my hair. If you watch any of my other crochet videos, you'll notice that I never braid this particular part of my hair because my hair is extremely fine and thin right here. Even when I did my colorful braids, if you have not seen that video, check it out. But even when I did my colorful braids, I left my edges out. Okay, so if you have fine edges, I would suggest that you just slick your edges back into your crochet braids and then tie them down and let it dry and harden. Not hard like super hard, it's still soft, you know, but let it kind of stay in place. I need to stop touching it because it'll start popping up. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the hair and get ready to install it, and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so what I'm attempting to do is to go ahead and feather the ends because I do not want those blunt tips. And something that I did not know about the hair is that it's almost like they took a 20-inch and mixed it with the 14-inch, and that's what gave it that ombre look, because the color pieces were a lot longer than the black pieces, and I did not know that when I got ready to start to feather the tips. So I was really struggling throughout this process to get those tips feathered because the hair was just so uneven. And I start getting frustrated, y'all. So frustrated. You can tell by my face. So what I ended up having to do was just keep flipping the hair. You know, just taking the black part and flipping it with the color part to try to blend it in as best as possible, because one side was thicker, the other side was thinner. It was not feathering the way that I really wanted to. And at the end, what I ended up doing was just, when I got ready to install each piece, I just feathered it before I installed it. Because if you notice what I'm doing here is just trying to pull down those pieces to get rid of those blunt ends, baby, and it is not working out. It is not working out. Those black pieces are way too short for those color pieces. So what I would recommend is just go ahead and cutting the pack in half and then feathering the pieces as you install them. It'll make your life so much better, so easier. All right, so on this particular part, I did not do the invisible part method because girl was tired. Your girl was tired. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys how to install it using the normal crochet method. This here is textured, so you do not need a lot of knots. Like I just said, that I took each individual piece and I decided to flip them and then feather them. And that way the color pieces can be, you know, at the top and the bottom and distributed all throughout my hair. Make sure your latch hook is closed before you decide to put it through your hair, because it will not go through. All right, so this hair, it does not need a whole bunch of knots, especially at the top of your hair. If you're putting more than one knot, then I would do that at the back of the hair. That way you won't have those big knots sitting at the top of your hair, especially along your part. So I'm just inserting my latch hook. And notice the direction that I'm inserting it. That way I can get my knots can be flat right along my part. And I'm taking the ends and I'm feathering each piece. And then I'm going to flip them. That way I can have color all throughout. And I can have, you know, even distribution of the hair, basically. All right. And because I'm not doing the invisible part method, knot method, whatever, I am crocheting them really close together on this side. All right, I did do the invisible part method on the other side, but when I tried to film it, your girl was tired and it did not come out right. It did not come out right. You'll see in this next clip right here. I was just like, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to crochet it in normally right here, because I don't even wear a part on this side at all. All right, so once you finished installing your hair, you want to go in and comb out any hair that wants to come out, any shed hair. So I'm going to go through all of my parts, the different ways that I parted my hair. Here's the middle part, and I'm just going to comb it. I'm going to keep combing it because the hair is uneven. I had a lot of shed hair that came out, so I really wanted to make sure that any hair that wants to come out, it go ahead and come out now before I go in and I blow dry it. So I'm just going to keep combing and keep combing. You can use a smaller comb if you like, but I really don't have any small combs like that. I have a rat tail comb, but this is what I used to really get out those hairs, and they are just coming out. So you want to keep combing, all right, until you have no hair coming out. You should not have large pieces coming out as well. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to blow dry on warm, not hot, warm. Okay, so off camera, I went on ahead and blow dried my hair, and now I'm just doing a light flat iron. My flat iron is pretty much on the lowest setting because one, I did not want to take away all of the texture of the hair, and then two, I didn't want to burn it because when I did my test, I noticed that it can get really, really straight the hotter that the flat iron gets, but it also turns into like this plastic feel, and I didn't want that plastic feel, nor did I want a plastic look. I wanted it to look, you know, kind of like my hair, and I think that it pretty much does. This is how my hair looks if it's flat iron, you know, nice and fluffy. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what my edges looks like. Yes. I'm just really surprised. Like, I was like, okay, I'm feeling it. It's not too bright. The colors, you know, that black makes it look really natural. It looks like I have, you know, just color highlights in my actual hair. And I'm kind of feeling myself, Show you guys what that part looks like. Show you guys what the back looks like. Nice and full. I like the length. The only thing about straight crochet braids is the movement. It's not like bundles, or it's not like your real hair. You're not going to have that movement. It's stiffer. It's a lot stiffer. So that's the only downfall about it. But if you're looking for a cute style on a budget, honey, hello. Also, this hair is resilient. Like, you can wash it, you can blow dry it, you can roller set it, you can hot set it, you can cut it. You can do so many different styles with this hair. And right now I'm just trying to test out the movement, baby. We ain't moving nowhere. Like, I have to really shake my hair in order for it to get that movement. So I know I don't have to worry about it blowing in the wind. All right, but I like the color combination. I like the way that it turned out. Eventually, I did do a flexi rod set, and I did cut it into a bob, which you will see the pictures at the end of the video. And now what I'm going to do is go in with the comb to see how the hair reacts to when the curls are combed out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't comb your curls out. All right, so this is what it looks like.
It's 1 a.m. Need my soul in my pen. Up sipping the gin. Writing about you again. I might be drinking or drinking too much, but one thing for sure, girl, I love you too much. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. Need my soul in my pen. Up sipping this gin. Writing about you again. I might be drinking or drinking too much, but one thing for sure, girl, I love you too much. Yeah. Like night and day, how we went lover from friend. It was in my DNA to love you to the end. Sitting back, thinking how it all felt. Devil put our love in cash. masses, we let them prevail. We was supposed to rise up, not supply them with nails. Now I'm backing out, put my heart up in the cell. I would've did any and everything. Dreams of our kids